There are really no more words for me to describe how nightmarish it is for defenseless children and women and men on the move, constantly being evacuated from one place to the other. There was a large evacuation order by the Israelis this morning, and the impact these evacuation orders have are intense. It means that you leave everything behind and you have to run for your life with nothing, and you don't know where you're going to, and you're most likely going to end up in a tent or a makeshift tent. My family has made a tent out of their curtains. Because they cannot find tents around on the ruins of half of their home. And they spend basically all day looking for water and for food. And the children have been out of school for the whole year now. And they have no sense of safety, no sense of stability. And people in the north are still on the brink of starvation. And we have very, very, very little aid that we're able to get in because of Israel's restrictions. So it's really just horrifying.
Yeah, and on the brink of famine, some have said. Gosh, what does this do long term to a generation of parents and kids, being out of school for that long, constantly on the run, not knowing where your next meal is going to come from sometimes?
I mean, you've described it perfectly. The long-term impacts are we can't gauge because it's very difficult to assess the situation when there's no ceasefire. We can't, send our teams to assess to conduct the needs assessment to really understand how far in depth are we in the trauma of children. But this is going to affect generations for generations of children. There's no doubt about it. We're talking about almost 25,000 children amputees. So imagine having a disability and having to run for your life over the ruins of infrastructure and destroyed homes and destroyed roads. I mean, people that have amputations now because of the war and those traumatic injuries, they can't flee. They can't go anywhere. They're just waiting for their fate. We need a ceasefire now, and then we'll be able to really gauge the long-term impacts. But I mean, it's going to take only years just to remove the rubble out of Gaza. So imagine rehabilitating an entire civilian population. It's very difficult to tell.
Yeah, it's hard to even think about when restoration is going to happen, but what that would look like, just so overwhelming. What do the people of Gaza suffering constant bombardment and relocation, what do they need at the moment right now?
Everything. At this point we've reached the point where we need everything. We need pads for women. We need gauze for hospitals. We need anesthetic for doctors to be able to carry out operations. We need water. We need clean water. But people in Gaza are only having access to about 4.74 liters of water a day, which is 3 times less than what the minimum is required. They need food. They need also nutritious food. Canned food at this point, it might even kill them because these people have been so starved and so exhausted of 12 months of relentless Israeli bombardment, moving from one place to the other. They need fresh vegetables and fresh fruits and meats and proteins so that they can gain some sort of strength to survive this. But they're not even getting that. We're hearing that our colleagues in Gaza haven't had fruit and vegetables and meat and poultry for weeks, even months.
So again, you're joining us from the West Bank. What do you want America to know about what's going on? What's your message for Americans watching right now?
My house was forcibly entered by settlers in the Old City in Jerusalem in June. The occupation and Israel's military occupation doesn't only affect Gaza. It affects normal people like me here in the West Bank. I can't move from one city to the other. It takes me hours because of the military checkpoints everywhere. What I want people to know is that you have an entire civilian population here that's been collectively punished. We are all now at the hands of this brutal military occupation by Israel and its settlers. I need Americans to know how much of their tax money is contributing to this, number one. And number two, we need this to stop because we know America's, allyship and alliances with Israel. It has the power and it has the leverage to stop this. Just want to be free. I just want to be able to travel from one city to the other. I want to be able to go to the beach. I want to be able to travel with my family together. I want to be able to see my family in Gaza simply. I just want to live like any other human being in this world. And I want to be able to carry out my work in a principled way as a humanitarian should. And right now we're not able to. We're not able to do the work that we're supposed to do in the way that we're supposed to do because of Israel's obstruction of aid. I want people to know that people here are children are facing violence every day, and we're just fostering a violent future for our children. I want my son to be able to, freely not have to ask me about what are these missiles and who's Hezbollah and who are the Israeli soldiers. I don't want to have to explain to my 5-year-old that. It's simple. It's very simple. I think, we just want our basic human rights. And that's it.
Bushra Khalidi, thank you so much for joining us. And we hate to see this human suffering that's happening just all over the Middle East. Thank you again for your time.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.